Morning, welcome to the Professor Maima Show. Hope you are doing well wherever watching me from around the world. Please subscribe, share, and like this video. So here in Kenya, this big problem is known as unemployment, also among the young people, the young Gen Zs. You know, as millennials, when we used to finish schools in the 90s or college, there was always opportunity. Like I remember when I started working, there was so much opportunities for teachers, lecturers. So there's a lot of opportunities around, and many people who are lucky to get full-time employment are still employed to this day. But the ones who are moving around like me, they're having it rough. So that's what I'm saying. Uh, Kenya has a big unemployment rate among the young people, among the youth, because the government doesn't really know how to address the issue. And we have always said for Kenya to develop, we must convert Kenya into one big shamba, then do industrialization, value addition, and then do things like marketing, supply chains. So you have a big agriculture sector, but you have other it's called subsidiary industries developing around it. That's why today I'm talking about Kenyan highly paid skilled jobs. Kenyan highly paid skilled jobs. These are jobs that if you're a young man watching me, it doesn't matter if you have a degree or not, and you are below 40, you can easily do it. Maybe for above 40, changing things is hard. So if you are below 40, these are the jobs I want to talk to you about. So you have at number 10. Number 10, you have vlogging, the one I'm doing. This is content creators on social media. I don't know, on people who do things like TikTok. TikTok is very big. You have seen young men and women earning some big money. And then you also have YouTube, the one I'm talking about. You have Twitter, you have Facebook, and all those. So content creation, the trick I've learned is to be consistent, give videos every day. At first, you may think it's a joke, but I've seen people just start like that, and within a space of, let's say, even 5 years, they have over 10,000 subscribers. The moment you reach over 10,000 subscribers, now those subscribers are the ones who are going to be funding your project, in the sense that you give them good content, and if they like it, they send you something small. So if you have 1,000 people sending you $10 per week, that's like a million Kenya shillings just in a week. And people will be wondering, they talk of wash, and there are many young men and women who are running a lot of things on social media. And then number 9, it's called mason. These people who build houses. Being a mason is important, more so now in the villages. Most people are building houses. You know, town life has become very expensive, so it's good when you have a house out in the country. So get this mason who do bricks. You know, in our up country, we don't use stones. It's very expensive because you have to transfer it maybe from town areas. So people use masons. They do bricklaying and all that, cementing the house. So that's a good job. That's number 9. We have number 8 is fashion and design. So fashion and design, we are talking about things like tailoring, shoemaking. Tailoring, you go to your local fundi. The problem sometimes is still the clothes for an eternity. But now I'm talking of serious people who, let's say there's a function, a wedding, they take people's clothes, and then they do what? They sew the clothes for weddings, for uniform. I know of someone, I think I traveled somewhere in Migori. They have a big place where they do uniforms for local schools. It's not like here in Kenya, in Nairobi, where they tell you to go to a certain shop, and the principal also has interest. So this tailoring shop makes clothes for young children, and they earn a lot of money, because a uniform can go for $20, both shirt, shorts, or trousers, or even dresses. Is it for the female students? So that's a good job. And then shoemaking also, you can make for people shoes. These are handmade shoes for people who have very big legs, big feet, and they cannot get their shoes in the local market, or they want something that is handmade. That's number 8. Number 7 is hospitality. You are talking about being a chef, then you learn to cook. And then you also have confectionery, baking cakes. When I was young, being a chef was a very good job. It was a very elite, because you were expected to work in big hotels. By now, with the saturation of the sector, a chef can work even in a kibanda. But if he's cooking good food, people will come and they will make profits. Even making cakes for parties. Kenyans love parties, uh, making cakes for themselves and things like those. Then number 6, we have pharmacy, selling drugs and medical tests. Most Kenyans here in medical, they don't go to hospital. It's too expensive. With the shisha madness, medical cover shisha madness by the government. So I've realized most people like going to pharmacy to get drugs. So there are these people who do certificate level pharmacy. They just give drugs. They just administer drugs. But now the pharmacy who has the degree is the one who employs them, because you can only get a license in Kenya to operate a pharmacy shop if you have a degree in pharmacy. You can know which drugs are good, but they employ people with certificate level in pharmacy something, uh, or diploma, I don't know. So they administer the drugs. They even do tests. If you go to a pharmacy shop, the pharmacist who is doing administering drugs for you, selling you drugs, or doing the tests, lab tests. These young men who have done certificate and diploma, plus young girls. Then number 3, heavy machinery operations. You have seen these big rollers doing on roads, or tractors on farms, or tippers. This is called, they are carrying stones, breaking stones, isn't it? So heavy machinery operations will earn you money. And these days, many ladies are into that sector. They are doing very well. That sector, they are doing very well. I must commend our ladies. They are into the heavy machinery operations. These rollers on roads, road constructions, you have tippers, isn't it? Then number 4 is truck driving. These people who drive trucks, you have seen all kinds of trucks for transport. They transport food. People don't know how food reaches their table. They just think these things appear in the market. When you go to Marikiti, you have your market, Marikiti, to buy your onions, to buy your bananas. It's someone who has driven it to Nairobi. So that's a big market for people, even bus drivers for transport for children, school buses, isn't it? Isn't it? So this truck that carry goods, services, trailers. Okay, trailer, that one is it needs endurance. You have to be tough, but it earns you good money. But if you just want to do things that are flexible, you can learn how to drive. You start with a car these days, and then you go to a truck. In the other times, you will start with the truck immediately. These days, according to the new law, you have to start with the small car, and then you move up to those vans. And they are very good. They earn you a lot of money. They are very small, but they are used for transport and very lucrative. You can be earning money every week, isn't it? Then number 3, who doesn't know water? Plumbing. If you have ever dealt with a plumber, you just laugh. You have experiences. People will tell you experiences with plumbers, crazy ones. You have clogged pipes. You have problems with your toilet. You have leaking taps. They'll come and do their magic, but they'll take you in circles before they repair the problem, and they'll ask you for a minimum of $10, 1,000. So if this person can be able to do even 20 jobs in a month or more, he's earning money and living well. So plumbing is a good sector. It's very lucrative. Young men and women, plumbing is important. Number 2 is electrician. That is the job that you earn easily. Someone has a wire, has something that has short-circuited in the house. You start with you know what it is, but you start with even the meter box outside. You move, but you know what you are looking for. So after staying there for 2 hours, you repair the small thing, then you tell the person, no, this thing was hard, $20 only. So the person was desperate because people are doing remote work, so they want to use their laptops, but the electricity is not flowing because of some shock or something, but he knows the problem. He just solves it. So electrician is a good job. You can easily learn it. And then lastly, we have motor vehicle mechanics. Motor vehicle mechanics. These mechanics you see in garages, don't look down on them. Don't disregard. They say what? Usumdarau. Don't disregard these people who work in garages. I know of a mechanic, he has something, an equipment that is used to test, I don't know, to check computers in vehicles. These people, you people who drive automatic vehicles, know your car has a computer that controls everything. It's not like manual. That's why your car is, even it's called what? The gearbox. As you drive, the gears just accelerate. You know, if you are not in neutral, if you are driving an automatic car and you are not in neutral and you put in any gear, it will just automatically, you put in drive, it will just increase the gears up without you even changing them, isn't it? But that's the work of a computer. So he has this thing that tests the computer and it charges $10. I think, I don't know, can I say, yeah, $10, something like that. $15. That's 1,500 Kenya shillings. So if in a month he can test for, let's give him, you're talking of, I don't know, 5 vehicles per day, maybe, 30 vehicles. Yeah, if in a month he can test 100 vehicles, just putting that thing in, that's over, I don't know, that's 150,000. Yeah, 100 vehicles, each one for 1,500. That's 150,000, isn't it? So that's what I'm saying. The most highly paid skilled jobs, motor vehicle mechanics are now leading. Those people are running and making a killing. You know, people buy cars and they don't know anything about vehicles. That's why it's good when you learn to drive. Buy a second-hand vehicle, then you learn everything about the vehicles. You get first-hand information. But these days, people are running good money. They buy a new vehicle. So they have no idea at all. Something gets small, gets spoiled, then they are being charged a lot of money. That's what I'm talking about. Kenyan highly paid skilled jobs, isn't it? So if you're a young man and woman watching me, look for a job, look for a skilled job training, then you'll be earning big money. So this is the Professor Maima Show. I want to pray for you watching me, that you have a long life, your dreams become reality, and become rich and prosperous, not only you, your children, grandchildren, and all your generations. And then also pray for myself to be rich and prosperous. Also pray for our country, Kenya, to be peaceful, prosperous, and with wisdom for our leaders. Yes, those are my prayers. Amen. And if you like what I've said on this video, please keep on supporting us. And as I always say, kwaheri ya kuonana, kwaheri.